What is up, guys? My name is Wenster. Welcome back to The Average Fighter. Before we jump into today's video, thank you so much for your continuous support. Thank you, it means a lot. And also, I hope you had a very special Thanksgiving and also a safe Black Friday. My Thanksgiving was I ate so much food. I think I ate the most I've ever eaten at Thanksgiving. I not only ate at work, they gave me pizza. Our boss came in, brought us a whole turkey. It was crazy, man. It was so good. And then when I came home, I also ate Thanksgiving with the family here with my girlfriend. And then right after that, I got hit with the itis, man. I was so tired, didn't want to do anything, but I knew the Black Friday deals were afoot, so I went out, we bought some clothes, we bought some shoes. It was such a great time, guys, and I hope you guys had a good one with your family. And if you don't celebrate it, I hope you guys still had a good day. But I want to thank you guys for your continuous support, man. It means a lot. And if you don't do it already, make sure you hit that subscribe, smash the like button, share, whatever you guys want to do, and let me know how you guys spent your Thanksgiving also and your Black Friday in the comments below. Without further ado, let's just jump in. Got to pick up one of the pops for the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I got Ultra and Sigma. The only reason I got these two is because there's no other characters that they have yet for the pop. So I was like, man, I'll just get at least a character I kind of like, and it's Ultron. I mean, it was cool. It was on sale, so I might as well get it. Maybe, who knows, it may be rare in the future, but I got one of these. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about the Mind Stone, and this is going to be a continuation of the series for the stones, tutorial on how to use them, what characters are best suited for which stones. And if you guys haven't checked it out already, I already did one on the Space Stone. If you guys want to take a look at that, I'll leave it in the description below, and I'll put it somewhere on the screen now. Go ahead and check that link out if you guys are interested in finding out what's the best options for the Space Stone. So as far as the Mind Stone, this stone isn't really popular as compared to like Space Stone, Reality Stone, or even the Power Stone. The Mind Stone is really a set play heavy kind of stone, and what I mean by that, it isn't an aggressive type of stone. You can do the Stone Surge and then just maul your opponent as you would the Reality, and you know, it doesn't have a get off of me effect either as the Space Stone does. Once you start building that up, you know, you could just lock them in the box, whereas the Mind Stone is really methodical, really set play if your opponent starts to get scared. And I think this is where it really shines, when your opponent is worried about what is he gonna do next, you know, what's the mix up here. This is for more of advanced players, and once you understand neutral and you're taking that into effect and you got your setups down, this is where that stone shines. It doesn't have any of that, but the times where it does work, it works really well. And that's where we're going to go ahead and talk about. I'm going to try to talk about all the pros, on all the cons, and, you know, let you guys be the deciding factor on if you guys want to use these stones. I'm going to give you a couple examples, but let's just jump into it. First and foremost, I'm going to go over a couple options with the stone. I'm going to show you guys how quick it is, what some of the options, how much meter you gain, etc, so you guys can get a feel for it. Now, first off, the Stone Surge. The Stone Surge is a not so quick command throw, and it does have a lot of recovery on it. You have to be so far from your opponent, you have to be at least like half a character away to do it. Here's an example. You can't combo right when you hit them, you can't combo after, you have to combo after they get up and they are in that dizzy state. If you do hit them while they're in that dizzy state, they get that spinning effect as if the combo was going to be too long. But as far as the stone's recovery, if you don't hit, there's a lot of recovery. You can't do anything until he's done putting that stone away. The thing about it is that you can't blink out of it if you know you're not going to hit. But in the air, you can do the same thing. If they're on the ground, or vice versa, they're in the air, you're on the ground, you can't hit them with the Mind Stone. They have to be airborne or grounded with you. I think that's a little dumb. I think if you are close enough and you do go for the command throw, I think, or the stone, you know, like it's like a little bubble, encase them in the bubble, but I think that's something they should definitely think about fixing. You can't blink it on the ground on hit. But as far as being in the air, you do not have the ability to plink on hit. Of course, you build meter like with any other stone. Like you get hit, you build meter, and the properties, they still are the same as from the time stone. For every like light punch, light kick, you get about 3 to 5 points of meter or percent of meter. And as far as like heavy punches, you get 5 to 6% of the meter. Now, as far as like building it, you build it the same way. Each one does equal 1% of meter. So 50 reps of the mind stones or the stone surge, you are going to get half of that meter, and 100 is going to give you the full percent. This thing has a lot of recovery. One of the beauties of it is that you can air cancel it. It has a lot faster air recovery than it does on the ground. Let me go show you a quick comparison. Here's a couple times on the ground.
Mind stone, mind stone, mind stone, mind stone, mind stone.
Now here it is in the air.
Mind stone, 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 mind stone.
This is where the stone shines. I think during combos and setups, the mind stone takes full effect, and especially if you understand how your neutral works, you could really set up some very nasty setups for your opponent. You're always going to be able to put them in the corner. If you hit them with the mind stone, they wake up dizzy, and you just drag them to the corner, and then bam, you're just gonna keep them locked in. Now again, you know, depending on your team, it really depends on your setup. So you make sure that you work on your setups, and you'll be fine. Let me give you a couple quick examples with my personal team. Hopefully that you guys could also come up with some things as well. Now, when it comes to setups and combos, I think this is where the stone shines. Now, when you hit them with the stone surge, and then say that you plink into it, you have about 3.5 seconds to set them up wherever on the screen that you want, because you could drag them anywhere really, and that's what's good about it. So let's say if you hit them, you can take them to the corner and start setting up set play options, make it harder for them to get out, and also helps you build that meter at the same time.
Ultron, first attack.
And when you do take them to the corner, I mean, the world is yours. You do whatever you want. You do whatever combo that you want. Just remember, you have about 3.5 seconds to get them wherever you want, or get on what side of the screen that you want to be on. When you do hit them with the mind stone, and as the animation of them, you know, getting them with the stone, you could throw a couple of stone surges in there, and I think that's like super helpful. It gives you more options on building that meter as you set up for your combo.
Ultron, mind stone, mind stone, mind stone, mind stone. Activating. Super.
Now, when you do hit them with the stone surge, you have to take a couple of things into account as well. It's gonna scale the combo as much as you would a throw.
Ultron, mind stone, mind stone, mind stone, mind stone, mind stone. Mind stone, mind stone. Freeze. You're good. Mind stone, mind stone, mind stone. Later. Level 3. Melt.
And there you guys have it. There's a couple of examples on what you can do with the mind stone. Keep in mind that every team is different. Just find your own steps with your specific team. If your opponent is scared and he's just holding down back in the corner, do not be afraid to use this command throw stone. It is going to build you so much meter, and it is also going to be able to set you up. Just remember that your combo isn't going to do as much damage, so just keep that in mind. Now comes the juiciest part of the stone, the storm surge. Now, I think this is where this stone shines also great. So the stone actually lets you build meter when you're standing around, when you're taking damage, when you're doing damage. Now, when you're getting comboed during your own storm, hopefully that doesn't happen to you, but in the situation where it does, you're gonna build meter. You're not gonna build meter as fast as you would as if you were just standing around or doing damage. Let me show you a quick comparison.
Power unleashed! Mind stone! Easy win! Level 1. Level 3. Take your bow! He's the finale! Easy win! Level 2. Level 3. Maximum! Mind stone! Easy win!
Those are just comparisons. If you're getting comboed, you're gonna build meter relatively slow, but if you're doing the combo, and you can build meter during install supers as well, so you're just gonna build a lot more meter. Your meter builds fast when you're in install supers. Even in standing, it does build relatively fast. Now, one thing to it though is that you do not build meter during the super itself. And if the super has like an animation, like a cutscene, like a level 3, or you do not build meter there. Now, when you do exit one of those moves, it takes about 2.5 seconds to build a full meter, and it takes about 10 seconds to build full 4 bars max. I don't know why they made it 4 bars. Now, my personal thoughts on the stone, they're gonna vary, and the only reason is because the game is still early. The game is about 2.5 months out, soon to be 3, and people are still finding things with this game. Now, I understand you guys see, you know, power stone, space stone, you know, reality stone being used heavily, and the only reason being is that the game is still fresh. Now, again, you know, there could be patches to make this stone better. I want to know, what would it take to make this stone be used a lot more as compared to those other stones? What would it need? Make sure you leave it in the comments below, because I would definitely love to know that. These are just basics on what I could come up with. If I'm missing anything, or if you guys know any other tips, make sure you leave them below. I think this stone has a lot of potential. It's going to just take the right team to really shine. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button and just stay tuned. There's going to be more videos coming out. My name is Wenster. This is The Average Fighter, and I will check you guys out later.